Yes, we're at Dickey's skate park again, and we are going to have a fun skate session in this video, but I thought I would try something a bit different and react to super mean, aggressive hate comments, AKA criticisms that I actually agree with. One, I have a punchable face. Okay, I don't really mind the physical thing. It's easy for me to kind of pass off and not really care about, but I think the important thing to notice for people out there who feel susceptible to hating someone based on something that they can't help, like their physical appearance, it creates the dialogue mentally of discrimination that can extend to other things that people can't control about their physical attributes. So I think it's a slippery slope, probably not the best route to go to. So if you haven't gone down that route yet, good, stay above it. But if you're insulting someone based on their physical appearances, I'm afraid it might be too late. Two, I'm a little self-centered. I actually think this is a really interesting take because I've never really thought about being self-centered, and I look up the definition. Excuse the extra energy I have right now. I've been skateboarding, so my adrenaline is pretty high. Preoccupied with oneself and one's affairs. I'm extremely self-centered. I think pretty much all the time about myself and the affairs of my life that have to do with me. So does that include the people close to me? If I'm constantly thinking about people who are attached to me, is that part of self-centeredness? Interesting. I think I could actually spend more time thinking about how to help the other people in my life around me, or help people who I think need it, judge people less, stop thinking about myself in the context of others. I truly am a bit self-centered, and that is something that I think would be good to kind of work on and dive deeper into the conversation mentally. By the way, the person who actually commented this at the end said, which is a good thing, that I was self-centered. So it actually wasn't a hate comment, but I really did enjoy the thought process that happened afterwards. Number three, I called someone's local trash. Now this was just like a joke that someone said, but I actually thought about it where I was like, damn, I wonder how many times I've been like, yeah, this park, it really isn't good. I don't enjoy this. It's bad, but I love it. And then someone who is like a local skater was like, oh, that's like my local park and I love that park. And you just said it was trash. Even though you had fun there, you still said it was trash. And I've been trying to convince people to come to this park, and I was like, oh, I never really thought about the repercussions of being like, park bad. But seeing this comment, even though they were totally joking, I was like, okay. Number four, my skate knowledge is off. So I think some people think that I have the wrong idea about skateboarding, or I might say something about skating that isn't particularly true for this time. And I think you're also right, because when I think about my time in skating, where I learned the most, it was probably working at a skate shop. I grew up in a skate shop. All I did was watch skate videos. I didn't have any friends who didn't skate. My life was skating, but I think my knowledge of skating kind of extends to the 2016 period. I think that's where I had a lot of knowledge, and I think a lot of new feelings and companies and things that emerge in skating today, I'm actually a little behind on. So I used to speak very confidently because I think that I was kind of an expert in all things skating, and now I think I am no longer that. I'm like someone who used to be a coach who 10 years later is like, these kids don't really know anything about the game nowadays, except I would never say that, and I do believe that other people now have better ideas about the current state of skating. This one is also kind of true. All my videos are the same. Now, this one I can explain. It's because my passion is what I do in the videos, like the skating, and I love making YouTube videos as well, and I like having the routine where I make videos about skateboarding. Like everything that my job and that you see encompassed is something I like. Sometimes I get lost in the words. They're hard. I'm sharing an aspect of my life that I genuinely enjoy, but I do understand that with what I do, there is a sense of responsibility, and that's why this video is a bit different, right? Hate comments, I never really do this. See, it's new and quirky, even though the rest of the video is just gonna be skating per usual, but isn't it fun? I don't know, I love the skating and I love watching it. I also upload a ton, so if I was more sparing, like once a month, then it wouldn't feel as if I make so much of the same content. I think most YouTubers upload way less frequently, so it feels kind of new, but if you look at any YouTuber, a lot of the context of the content is similar, and I think that's because that's the kind of topic that the YouTuber is genuinely interested in, typically. Unless you're Mr. Beast, and your main thing is the numbers, then you're kind of willing to just do whatever, whenever, because the numbers is the exciting part for you. But for me, as exciting as the numbers are, it's a little less exciting than making videos about the topic that I'm actually interested in. The last one is that I am too positive. So I think in my older videos especially, I would be like, hey guys, da 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 da. And honestly, I still stand by the version of me that did that because I was learning how to talk to a camera. So I was mirroring what I saw on YouTube, and at the same time, all of this is kind of an act. I don't talk this clearly or loudly to the people in my life that I'm talking to even now. This is sort of being an announcer. If you're on the radio, of course you want to be yourself, but you have to be a slightly articulate version of yourself, because with your friends you can just kind of mumble and talk quietly, but that gets really annoying on YouTube. There's also this insane delusion on YouTube that if you speak negatively, you are being more truthful. And that to me is one of the weirdest ironies of this existence. On YouTube, you are financially incentivized to be more negative. So people who speak against other people or hate more often or speak negatively, they are financially incentivized to do so on the platform. So to me, it's set up to be actually more fake. There is no real correlation with truth, positivity, or negativity. They're all separate entities. To me, being negative on camera would be extremely fake because I'm not filming the majority of my day. I'm on camera for an instant. And while I'm filming, I actually enjoy the process of doing this, so I'm genuinely in a better mood. When I skate, I'm in a better mood, and I show in skating when I fall and I get angry, which does happen. It's very instinctual, but I also am not the kind of person who puts negative emotions on other people. I'm true about my emotions. I will talk to people about the negative situation in a slightly negative way, but never as an attack towards the other person. So I won't want the other person to feel sad if I feel sad. I don't want other people to feel bad if I feel bad. So even in my videos, I've spoken about negative things, but people still view me as positive because I talk about it in a sharing way rather than an attacking way. I also don't express my emotions, I think, in the way that people typically understand. Right now, I could be as happy or sad as I always am, and this is how it comes off. This is how I talk, period. And I think it's because I have a military father, a Korean mother who taught me, you know, not to show emotions in that way. And obviously it's good to feel those emotions, and I do feel them. I don't mind sharing my negative emotions. I just don't want people to genuinely feel bad because of my negative emotions. And that's my personal experience. I mean, you can have a completely different perspective of the situation, but that's how I view things. I've mentioned this before, so I'm not trying to catch sympathy, but I am someone who deals with manic depression in a sense, so I have really high ups, really low lows. And to me, if I express the low lows in a way where it makes other people feel bad, I feel worse. I've never felt better by making others feel worse. So on camera, I feel better when I speak in a way that makes me feel more positive, and when I get positive reactions for the positivity. That always puts me in a better state of mind rather than negative, because I know that's gonna come anyways. I just don't want it to topple over with people and emotions. I'd rather keep most things positive so that it can outweigh the negativity when it inevitably comes for me, you know, once every week or so. Now that we've done that conversation, let's go skate the A-frame. I'm very happy with our session so far. This rail does feel really nice. It's kind of tall, long, so it feels like you can't really throw any trick at it, but it feels nice whatever trick you do. But also, this little aspect right here, this little part, this is how you know that someone who built this park absolutely knows what they're doing. Because the next trick I'm gonna try, if it weren't for this extra concrete slab built on the side, I wouldn't be able to do it. A-frame is incredible, absolutely in love with it. Flawless victory. I'm definitely gonna skate it more in the future. I like that it's actually kind of big. Like, I can't just flail any trick at it, so it feels very rewarding landing anything. But I also am gonna skate the ledge a little bit. There's a lot of people here, so I don't know if I can set up cool different angles and have conversations about every single trick, because I'm trying to get in the flow of the park and actually talk to the locals, hang out. So I'm just gonna show whatever tricks I do from here on out. Hope you enjoyed that video. Right now it's actually hectic, but I'm having a really good time meeting and talking with the locals and hanging out and getting to know people at a new skate park that I'm gonna be at pretty much all the time. So I gotta get in there, dude. Have conversations and hang out. And it's always a really, really good time meeting people in person who watch my videos, maybe like what I do. Sorry about the siren. That's kind of how this area is, by the way. If you do see me in person, say what's up. I've had a lot of really, really cool conversations with people who do watch these videos. So if you're watching this and we just had a conversation, I was wearing this outfit, I love you. You're awesome. And I appreciate you being out here skating and grinding while others are sleeping, bro. I'm just kidding. But yeah, keep skating, have fun, and I'll see you next time. Every week, I put out like 5 videos a week, so enjoy. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it.